Morning. So yo, we're gonna talk about the trades that happened yesterday, and yeah, because there were two trades that actually took kind of a toll on my equity curve. We had two pretty big losses that should have been halved, but I'm gonna talk about that. I just wanna say, do you know what not both of these losing streak, but this losing streak with this stall here have in common? They all started with a bullshit friend, and it's kind of sad to think about it. It all started with a bullshit friend being there to downplay me and to drag me back of where I'm going. This is kind of sad actually. So let me repeat. Do you know what these two periods have in common? It all started with a fake friend. This losing streak and this stall on my equity curve. And it's sad to talk about because this is how some people are, right? Uh, start with a friend that I talked about. Okay, look where I'm going, look where I want, what I'm gonna become, and I'm confident in myself and so on. And that idiot, that bullshit of a friend that's comes back and drags me down and says, "Nah, you're nothing. You're a loser. You haven't accomplished anything," and keeps going and giving me negative thoughts, which end up shaking my belief in myself. And that doubt, it's all that it takes for this to happen. It's all that it takes. And that is not a real friend. If you're watching this, you're a fucking scum. You're no one. You're gonna be the loser. Between me and you, you're gonna be the loser, not me. And you're the worst type of people that can ever exist. The people that are trying to keep you where they are. Like they see you heading in a direction and they're trying to drag you and keep you where they are. If they're a loser, they're trying to keep you a loser as well. They don't want you to succeed. They're trying to keep you where you are, where they are. And that's just like pathetic, to be honest. That's pathetic. Like people like that are pathetic. They don't deserve anything in this world. They don't deserve anything. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because people like that don't deserve anything. And I don't even have to come back at you because everything you ever told, everything you ever wished for myself, the worst you wished to myself was gonna return to you 10 times worse because that's just karma. If you think karma doesn't exist, it exists and it's gonna turn on you because this was a big part you were doing, and this was kind of also because you shaken my belief because of what you were scared of what I become, and you're scared of me becoming successful when you're not. Because you're a pussy, bro. You're a loser. You're a no one. You're the scum of scums. People like you don't deserve anything in this world. I'm not gonna lie. People like you don't deserve anything in this world. Not even the smallest bit of success. Not even the smallest bit. From now on, I'm never gonna talk to you. Never again. Because you're a loser and you're not a real friend. You're a fucking demon. You're a fucking demon. I'm not gonna lie. You're just pathetic. But this is not about you. It's about me. And you're gonna see me succeed. You're gonna watch me because I'm not gonna stop posting. I'm not gonna stop posting, and you're gonna be here watching me succeed while you're still struggling and doing nothing. Because you're a scum of a person. And a scum of a person is never gonna achieve success. That's just it. Because God will not allow persons like you to achieve success. And that's it. No matter how hard you try it, you're not gonna achieve success because you're just too bad of a person. So today I wanted to go over the trades we took actually yesterday. So GJ trade, we took I like this trade a lot. So I kind of broke it down yesterday, but I'm gonna break it down today as well. So we basically took this really massive buy sell liquidity here, which was on an old high also, and then we inversed, right? This is a big trigger of going towards the downside, where to draw liquidity or some internal POI or external. So in this case, we reached drawn liquidity, internal drawn liquidity, and we reached internal POI. But I saw price closing below it and retesting this bullish FVG here, which means we broke through it, taking it as resistance, and most likely we're gonna go lower. So that was my idea. I really liked higher time from here. And then when I went on the 50-minute, I really like how Asia behaved. We opened, this was a 1 hour FVG, we rated liquidity, broke down hard, structure lower, retested equilibrium prices. See how the bodies didn't close above that 4-hour bullish FVG. This was a huge sign. Came back, retested this 50-minute FVG, and basically on that retest and break lower, I took my entry. Here we had a really pivotal price point. On the 1 minute, we had a really nice FVG that should have held price lower from here. That this trade should have easily went to TP, like in like by 12, like by 2 hours it should have went to TPB. It should have held, normally it should have held this price, but ended up coming higher. Initially I had my stop loss here, moved it above here because I knew price still has a chance to respect it. And the last chance was when price mitigated the zone which I had marked on my chart, mitigated the zone, broke structure lower, rebalanced here, and again broke lower. But what happened? We started rejecting higher. So this was the sign that the trade is over and we're losing. But I refused to close because of kind of ego, to be honest. Kind of ego and refusing to accept the loss. Then I should have closed here at around 0.5 or 0.75 instead of a full loss, but I didn't, and I took the full loss. So this was a normal loss. It's just the period where the market really doesn't want to go in your favor. And the reason why it didn't work was because it was fighting this inverse and it had this inverse here, which this inverse here ended up respecting, and that caused that break higher. So basically that's kind of the reason why it didn't work. But it's still a worthy trade. I still liked it really much, but it's just one of those trades that actually don't work. So it was a normal loss. But then we had a really good reversal here on euro. I really like this reversal. So I was basically still looking to trade off this 4-hour POI to target higher prices, to target this buy sell liquidity, which was my drawn liquidity for the week, right? But apparently we're not really coming into that. So we had the classic new reversal profile. It was, so I was looking for the reversal profile, which was perfect here. Really slow London. This is London's I usually look for. We had equal lows here to get swept into that POI, and from here look for higher prices. But we had two red flags. We had this buy sell liquidity raid, which is a red flag because this is usually a bearish sign, and we had this huge danger zone. So my mistake was I didn't wait for this danger zone to get broken and then entry to target higher prices. I entered before this, and look what price did. Respected completely the danger zone and started breaking lower. So that was my mistake. My entry was actually really good. I really like this entry. Like we had an inverse here, we had a breaker and an FVG where I took my entry targeting that higher time frame drawn liquidity, but price just respected the danger zone and kept breaking lower. So that's why this was technically a bad trade, because I didn't wait for this to get broken. So it was a really small mistake that I actually wouldn't have done if I didn't have like a bad mindset. Let me actually kind of fix my webcam to be a bit more to the right. So, oh, never mind, to the left, I guess. So that was kind of, why is it so crooked, bro? So that was my mistake. I didn't wait for the danger zone to get broken, and that actually caused this trade to lose. It wasn't a huge mistake, bro. Like, this trade was really good, but this was the red flag. We needed to wait for price to break through. Like, we needed to wait for another confluence. That was the mistake here. That was basically the simplest mistake ever. And yeah, that actually caused the trade to lose. So that's what actually took a toll on my equity curve. So the first loss should have, like the GJ loss should have been like 0.75, and this should have been avoided. So overall it should have been a 0.75 loss instead of a 2.5%, right? Because he had 2.5, like almost 1.5 here, and 1.1, my bad. So in total it was like a 2.5. Right now on the account we are at 3.5, but it's okay, right? It's okay because I was really bad mentally, and that's why this happened. 3.5 instead of being at 6. I was at 6 yesterday. So yeah, even though we took a loss, took a toll on my equity curve. I don't care, because I know I'm fixing myself, and I know I drag myself back. So also I want to talk about that this loss really affected me emotionally. There's points in your trading journey that, regardless of how strong you are, at some point results are going to hit you, especially when you're unprofitable, right? Results are going to hit you, and you're going to start becoming emotional. Like, all the pain you've been enduring is going to come out, and it's going to outburst, right? And that's what happened to me here. I got emotional, I got negative. Even though I knew it was a normal loss, I got all of these bad thoughts about myself. I started doubting myself. I started seeing myself as a loser, and that actually clouded my mindset to the point where I couldn't see that this is a danger zone and I needed to wait. So what I wanted to talk about is, what do you do What do you do when losses get to you? Well, first you have to change the root cause. So if you do not do anything, this will spiral into a losing streak, into a negative spiral that would actually cause you to lose your account or blow your account. So you have to change the root cause, which is your thoughts. Thoughts, which in turn is gonna form your psychology / mindset, which in turn is gonna either help you apply your edge or prevent you from applying your edge. If you have negative thoughts, you're gonna have a bad psychology, which are gonna prevent you from applying your edge. So we gotta change the root cause of that, right? So these are some thoughts I say to myself constantly to pull myself back out of a negative mindset. So one of them is trade, no trade, win, lose, I improve. Trade, no trade, win, lose, I improve. Why does this matter? Because this is where your focus should be at all times, because your priority as a trader is to grow every time, no matter what happens in the market. Every day that passes, your goal is to improve. This is important because it puts your focus on the process and not the results. This is a really important part, because also another thing is remember the times you succeeded. This will pull you back from a negative mindset and from a point of doubting yourself to a point where you actually have confidence. Because negative thoughts are going to make you remember your failures, and positive thoughts are going to make you remember your success. Remembering your success is going to build confidence, and it's going to make you positive, which is what you want to have. Remember that results don't matter. Your job is to improve, choose the best trades, make the best decisions. And if you're gonna do this, results are gonna follow. Cultivate those thoughts daily. If you want to get yourself off a negative mindset, these are the thoughts you should have consistently in your mind for you to actually be profitable. Trade, no trade, win, lose, I improve. Remember your success is gonna make you confident and positive. Results don't matter. What matters is that you improve, choose the best trades, and make the best decisions, and results are gonna follow automatically. This is what I want you to keep in mind, because this is really important. Because if you're not gonna pull yourself back of a negative mindset, of that negative spiral, you're gonna lose the account. Like, I've been through this multiple times in my life, and you need to do something. Like previously, when I was a beginner, this loss right here would have turned into a losing streak, which would have caused me to lose the account. Here, in this case, it turned into a losing streak, but I didn't lose the account because I pulled myself back. But now I'm pulling myself back early, very early, because if I don't, I'm gonna come back into this area of drawdown again, and no one wants that, right? I gotta pull myself back as fast as possible, because with time, this period here will not even exist. I'll nullify this period where I get emotional to the point where it will not even exist. So that's just what I wanted to put out there. This is where your focus should be at all times. On the process, on remembering your success, on all of those things, because this cultivate a positive mindset, a positive psychology, and psychology is going to affect or not affect your edge depending on where you stand, right? So cultivate positive thoughts. I don't know if we're gonna have trades today. That's what I was thinking. It kind of looks like a user respecting this order block. UK. I was thinking about DAX. I think DAX and kind of GJ are kind of the only. Again, GJ. I'm kind of thinking about playing the same idea, but of the inverse and higher prices here. Because I still think we're most likely gonna go lower, but we gotta retest around this area. So it's kind of the only pairs I'm looking at today. Euro's looking like it's breaking lower because of the DXY basically. So cultivate positive thoughts is really, really important. Psychology is a really important factor, and not many people talk about this, right? Not many people talk about this, but it's really important because, as you can see, it took a toll on my equity curve. Instead of being 0.75 loss because I was emotional, I had a bad psychology, it took a toll where I lost 2.5. Like, it doesn't matter that I lost 2.5. What matters is what I learned through this, right? And I learned that I'm not gonna do this ever again because those losses basically cover the full win. Yeah, because it's annoying. Yeah, sometimes it's annoying. Like, trading results get to you regardless of what you do because it's just nature. It's human nature, and especially when you're unprofitable, like, results are gonna get to you at some point. But now I'm not letting them affect me anymore because I have too much experience with this that I know that if the sooner I fix this mindset and this psychology, the sooner I'm gonna be profitable and the sooner I'm gonna recover from this. So as from now on, obviously the focus is gonna stay the same. I'm still gonna be focused on the process. The most important thing is being focused on the process, which means being focused on improving at all times. Second, equity curve results and time don't matter. When you're gonna pass a certain count doesn't matter. Remember why you're doing this. Like, most likely I recommend you to do this because you love it, not because of results. And that's one thing for me. So I remember why I do this. I do this because I love it. I remember to stay focused on the process and on getting better. And yeah, I just don't let scum people like you get to my mind and shake my belief in myself. So yeah, that's just basically it. I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know about today. As I said, the XY looks bullish. Is gonna retest most likely this order block, and from here we'll look at higher prices to target this. It's just that clear, to be honest. Even though the right on liquidity looks kind of shallow here, it still looks like bullish order flow, and we're most likely gonna come for the highs here before coming back lower. Like, until we have really strong structure of going lower, I'm not gonna expect price to come here. Maybe either after we retest this high or after we take it, we can see some bearish price action. Yeah, we cannot really trade right now. Like, I don't see really real opportunities. But yeah, I'm gonna go smoke and I'm gonna come back because I want to do my analysis, and then I'm gonna have some work to do. I have to journal 2 trades, 2 potential trades, and I have to break down what happened yesterday because I was in a bad mindset. I just needed a break and I just postponed what I have to do, right? So yeah, just stay focused, bro. Like, that's what I can say. Like, stay focused. My hair is so long. Jesus Christ, I look like a fucking priest. Stay focused on the process. Like, every time, don't let losers get to you. Don't let losers shake your belief. Don't let losers shake what you believe in, basically. Don't let losers do that. If they want to stay there, they stay there, but you're going somewhere else. Don't let them make you doubt yourself. Just ignore them, like, ghost them. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Let them beat them. You are you. You know what I mean? Maybe also Euro, since we're kind of fairly structured and we're breaking lower, we might consider like taking some shorts, but I'm not sure like if I want to necessarily do that. We do have DXY being pretty clear bullish though. Geo, I'm not actually that sure on going lower. It's a hard read on price. I'm not sure I want to trade this. Right, it does look like we have that rate on liquidity now. We're failing structure. It means that most likely we're gonna reach back into the slow. I'm not sure I want to trade it. You know, it looks like a trending this place where we have that order block within here, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. We'll see when we make our analysis. Pretty big crash though when you were, so let's start with analysis. We ain't got time to waste, we just gotta start. So we're gonna go to analysis and breakdowns real fast. No, I wanna see my previous progress. Yeah, because it's kind of nice, I ain't gonna lie. So, oh wait, because this is Monday. We gotta go for Tuesday. Ooh, where am I? So, Tuesday. We gotta go for DXY first. Like, DXY here looks kind of bullish of that, but we had a really, like, eye of Fed type shit. Like, a really shallow rejection, but it kind of means we're gonna go higher and probably reach later into it. So, for our, we look pretty bullish here. Bullish here on DXY, most likely gonna continue to fill that huge gap we have left. We had a really shallow mitigation of that 4-hour FG, but still looking like we are gonna go higher, and potentially later turn back into that zone. So at this point, it's pretty clear that we're going higher, at least in my eyes. Oops, that was daily. Oops, yeah. Expected, basically. Don't really check daily time frame because it kind of lacks information most of the times. Broke above a 4-hour FG, retested it and held it as support, so really clear sign of higher prices here. We do have this huge gap left over, like here, so I'm not sure. It might still kind of fail, because yeah, there is like a chance of failure. There is still a chance of failure though, because of price filling that previous FVG and Asia having a pre-London raid with a big gap. The range being balanced has a high chance of failing, but this is an idea we can look for in New York when we have more structure confirming. Basically, it can still fail off here and start going lower, but I'm not sure. Overall, it still looks like it's gonna continue. Paying attention to this order block, to this over a really good area, decent over, kind of small though, to look for higher prices. Basically, that's kind of it, but I don't trust it. Like, I will not trade based on this analysis because price can definitely still fail. Like, maybe at max a demo trade, because even euro, yeah, it looks like it's failing, but do you certainly know that like this low can really easily hold higher prices from here, and we see a continuation, right? So that's the thing, like it's too early to look for any ideas basically yet. We need New York to confirm more structure. Euro same as DXY, it's looking like it's failing lower, but look at that low, really strong rebalance, really strong low, therefore really high chances this respected and initiates a move higher. So same as the XY when it confluence here. For me, sell side range is really balanced, so this can easily continue higher, but it can also go lower. If that's why we need more confluence. If we get more confluence higher time frame that we reach lower, it's gonna easily reach to external, but it's still too early because price kind of rejected of that fractal high to the left, which initially was our target, but it's a strong high, so it doesn't need to get taken necessarily. It can at least offer a reaction, which we are doing right now. Still early as fuck. Like, I don't trust this. Like, does that make sense? That also, like, this low kind of mitigated this one, so we had a really deep pullback within yesterday's. It's kind of, my intuition's kind of indicating higher prices, like regardless of everything looking contrary right now. So yeah, we did react of taking that New York high. We did form a pretty huge gap, but for me low is still really strong. Big deep rebalance, filling both of these gaps. I mean, kind of filled. So, and Asian gap doesn't look trustworthy to me, at least not now. I don't know. It's kind of two scenarios that can happen here. We are also kind of reacting of this. um we'll see. uh we'll see how price reacts to that Asian order block, but I still think it's not an idea worth trading, because price might react of that order block and fail to break lower and take the low formed, because low fully filled a 15 FVG. So again, really high chances we actually go higher. Maybe need more structure. I don't really believe in this, like, yeah, like no matter what I do, I don't believe in Jews also. Wait, Jews weaker? uh Not really, but it has formed a lot of resistance, and this high was really strong, and but it also kind of filled this gap, so it has the potential of, like, again building a really strong area. So Jew also reacting from the lot of resistance on the highs, but yesterday we filled a really good gap formed around that triple bottom fractal low. So from here on, really high chance we go higher, especially if we start respecting that area of inverse. For me, bearish lacks confluence, still lacks confluence. If you start respecting it, the range is really balanced. So we do have like a lot of buy side liquidity stacked, like a lot of resistance formed around this area, but it kind of caused a reaction. This area was oh my god, it actually mitigated the breaker I was talking about like last week. So range being really balanced, I still see higher prices. Bearish range being really balanced, I still see higher prices, but it depends. If higher price, it depends. We don't know if higher prices are gonna happen right now, or after we go to that low, that really good area, higher time frame. We need to see confluence. But for me, this Asian range doesn't look trustworthy at all. For me, this Asian range just looks. This Asian range just doesn't look trustworthy at all for me. Like, regardless, with even build like lower time frame liquidity here, maybe like a failed swing. Technically, we actually have buy confluence here, but I don't know about trying to buy into that huge area. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 wicks. I don't know about that though. We should at least come back like into this VG. That's what I see generally with the London lows here. Boom. Let me delete some of those drawings because there's so many. This trade, I think I'm gonna do regardless. I need to study this like Friday. For me, GU still looks like higher prices. GU, GJ, I'm not sure. We're gonna watch, but I'm not sure about GG. Probably GU still I like to. We have higher time confluence to try and buy. What is our higher time for confluence? Basically, respection of this VG here. Fractal low, but I don't know about this, like it's a really big resistance here, so maybe targeting at most this, but it depends. I'm not sure if I want to trade this. So yeah, actually AU still looks bearish. AU looks very bearish, reaching back into external like here, but we also kind of are in an area of rejection. But it's a huge difference between AU and the rest, right? Huge difference here. Huge difference between AU and the rest. AU looks bearish, printed a 4-hour gap, which is getting respected. Still really clear lower prices heading towards that external lick. Again, area really good here on AU. It's actually really good. I would like to see a new reversal here on AU. Area really good, overlapping with the lows and present on the 1 hour as well. Just really good. Nothing else to see. Potential for a really good new reversal here actually on AU. Potential for a really good new reversal here on AU. Like nothing more to say basically. Like price action is really one-sided, so there's nothing like really much to say, right? This one is inversing, right, and it's closing above liquidity, so this actually UK is kind of bullish right now. We retested, so now kind of this becomes really clear draw. At least that's how I see. So this becomes really clear draw regardless. So UK is actually giving pretty bullish sign. This is what I want to trade. Like when higher time frame is really clear, this is what I want to trade. UK is giving really clear signs here. Inversed, retested, respected, draw, becoming that recent high to say the least. Probably going for range highs. Like it's just clear. Again, it's one-sided. 1 hour AVG fully mitigated here. Draw liquidity. Do I wanna, like, this is huge liquidity here, but it's also resistance. 1 hour AVG present and inverse. Also pay attention to yesterday's London. Really failed. Price mitigated the only area of imbalance. Really easy higher prices from here. I don't know yet if we wanna, like, it should initiate, so probably like initiation setup. Maybe an initiation setup here. Maybe an initiation setup here, or if price comes back and retests the lows of Asia. That's basically, it has potential but not that much. Ooh, that's a big inversion. But I don't know, do we need to come back? That's the question. I don't think we need to come back. Maybe come back and retest. So we'll see. And gold is just looking really bullish. Really bullish. We had a strong rebalance, but price kinda rejecting right now. So high chance we come back and retest that area actually. Wow, what did I write? It's inversing, right? But yeah, this area looks good. So we either retest, the low. Nah, I think it's just gonna react off this. And I'm inversing, so it's probably gonna hold this inverse lower. So let me actually, it's probably gonna do something like this. Probably most likely gonna do something like this. Currently inversing, which means we're gonna retrace, but that demand looks really strong, very likely to hold. Yeah, and there's nothing much to say basically. Maybe we can take a demo trade here. What is this R? Can we get greedy and make it a 2R? Let's see how the 1 minute looks. I need to get a bit more confident on the 1 minute. Hyper sell, take profit. Like this person doesn't look great, but just trust, bruh. Just trust, bruh. Trust in the prodigy. DAX. Are we in a, we are in a really strong area here. We can see that by price. Basically, so there's two options that we can play on DAX. So there's kind of two options, bruh. There's two options that can happen here, which we can play. Since we have higher influence, we can come back into the inverse and draw higher towards that bearish VG around the lows, or the opposite. We draw, we retest the bearish VG and then drop back into the inverse. Both scenarios decent to try and play, but would prefer the buy one, where we look to buy into that bearish VG because of massive liquidity getting taken. That's kind of basically what I want to see. But I don't know if I like lower time frame range. Kind of balanced. So we'll see. We're gonna finish the analysis. AUD is gonna stay for London. Gold is just like a bullshit like trade. USD JPI, I don't really want to trade stuff like this. I don't really like it. It looks kind of bullish right now, but it's not a model I would technically trade. UK we're already displacing, right? So let's see. We're gonna watch, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Probably still gonna be DAX that we're gonna watch. Maybe drawn to this high and then react lower. But I'm not sure. Like I don't see really good setups regardless. Like today I don't really see any good setups. GG will probably also look for a failed swing. I don't see any really good setups. UK did indeed initiate, just the rebalance looked good to the point where we didn't need anything more. But I don't really see any setups, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go eat because I'm hungry. And yeah, not really any clear setups. The clearest we are hard time frame is kind of DAX, but maybe this is very likely to offer a reaction, especially if we get like a 1 hour inverse. We're very likely to reach back into this. But I don't know if a risk entry is good because the range is really balanced. Does price really have any reason to come back into that? I don't really know, right? I don't really know. Maybe come towards this, actually towards the red zone. I think it's a new week opening gap also. Yup. And yup. Also GU we have hard time from phones. GJ we have, Euro we don't really. UK we also have, so UK positions itself above. Let's see what Ethereum does. Ooh, it's starting to be a good price to try and buy. As we reach back, but I think it's still gonna reach once again into this low, but it doesn't necessarily have to, right? Also, yeah, I feel like Bitcoin is gonna reach back. Good thing I was patient. I was tempted to buy here, but I said, okay, look at that high. We need to see if our price respects it, and then boom, like massive sell entry. Imagine if you could have actually entered the sell of this inverse right here. But now I still kind of looks like it's gonna go lower, maybe off this gap also. I feel like those lows are gonna get taken. Solana, ooh. Whoa, my god, it reacted exactly off my zone. Okay, I haven't watched XRP pre-bearish also. I haven't really watched cryptos in a while. I'm being patient with like Eagle is doomed, bro. Like this is doomed. This is a doomed pair. I think I'm gonna take my money out. Yeah. Not a really great time for investing. So we're gonna see, but I don't really see like any opportunities. I prefer waiting for Confluence today. We did have like two good trades. We had one good trade here. This was a trade I had a read on, but I'm not sure if it was a good trade to take though. And also New York kind of continued. Like I had a pretty good read on price coming back into the sell side because of boom buys I take and boom once more. We didn't have POI, but we had a huge rejection block to be honest. Maybe that could serve as a POI, but I'm gonna study that after I get back. I need to eat. Not really down to continue buying here because I don't want to buy into resistance until, yeah, the price spotting its way. CGU basically rejected pretty heavily. Same with Euro, but UK massive initiation, kind of was expected. So realistically, no real trades. AU's failing lower, okay. Interesting, but I still kind of feel like even if it might go for London, we don't really want to trade. But it looks like a pretty massive rejection here. But and it has a pretty solid inverse, and I like that we have higher time frame on this trade. It might be a good trade. I just don't know if I'm confident in shorting AU. Should I legitimately just trust my gut here with a 2R here on the lows partial full TB 3.5? I'm not sure though. Like for me it looks good, right? Looks good because we have that 4-hour FVG. We're rejecting really hard off it. We don't really have any resistance on our array. So 2.1 and final target. It kind of looks good though. I might actually take this, I'm not gonna lie. 2R on the lows. And on the 5-minute, we do kind of have an inverse. On the 3-minute, we do have an inverse in premium prices. But I'm not sure though. I think I would like to see this candle like close below. If it closes below, I might actually take it. I'm not gonna lie. This calculator LED USD. It's not only we have 1, 2, 3 rejections. So, and this is a 50-minute FVG here, which we failed off. So for me, it looks like really clear bearish prices here, at least until this low with a final target this low. And I don't really see any reason to I kind of like this, I'm not gonna lie, I might actually take it. AUD USD with a stop loss of 10 pips, 1%, 5 lots. I don't know if we're gonna get a retest though. Kinda already looks like it's molten, which means Euro and Euro are doing the same thing. Even though I kinda expected them to continue lower, I mean now we're getting more confused that we're not. So that was what I said initially. Kinda like this, I'm not gonna lie. Should I take it? Should I trust my intuition of liking this? I think I should trust my intuition. Like we have hard time frame, we have basically everything we need except like this is kind of the lowest I can go in terms of R. I do like higher time frame, but I'm not generally like a big fan of trading that big of a fan of trading AU in London. I feel like the entry is gonna get retested here, but are we seriously looking at something like this? Like for me, this is where I think price is gonna react off. I don't necessarily think it's gonna make such a deep pullback, but I wanna like be sure and wanna see the next candle also form bearish. Otherwise, I think here is just like waste. Like it's not gonna reach that. I think this is kind of the most we're gonna go. So it would be like 0.62490, 0.62488. Stop loss, we gotta sacrifice some room, but I think generally we're fine. We do have this inverse, so we gotta keep it at here at most. And I like how the 3 minute is closing here. I'm just gonna wait for the 3 minute to close, to be honest. Top loss 0.6258 saving 0.62620. I like this, bro. Like, this is a failed trending Asia, basically. That's what the model is called. And we have really heavily hard time for confluence. We can look to target lower. We can also maybe look to scale in. And I do really like this gap how it's formed around that. Just want to see. As soon as the 3 minutes is gonna close, I'm gonna place my entry, and it is what it is. Like, if we're losing, we're losing. If we're winning, we're winning. Yup. Yup, sir. We'll see. Stop loss above that 3 minute inverse on the highs. We're gonna see what happens here. But I feel like it's a good trade. Like, my intuition really likes it. We have hard time frame, we have entry pattern. We basically have kind of everything we need again. But I don't think this is a case where, because of price having a pivotal price point, but maybe we were slightly early on our entry. It can be. But 3 minutes is kind of what really matters here. I don't know. I don't actually know. We should have waited for the 5 minute close, maybe. I'm not sure. We're gonna see what they do. Stole my webcam. Is it good? Really good. Really good candle closure. This is how really good candle close here. I don't usually take AUD/USD London entries, but I just really liked how it looked, and my entry apparently was right. At least for now. We gotta see. Day profit should be around Asian lows. I think we're under risk. Are we under risk? But my main target should be here though. At a 3R. But we'll see what it do. Overall it looks good, but yeah, it just looks good to me. This is kind of exactly what I imagined it to happen, but I'm not gonna like it will do what it wants to do, right? Bussy. I do want to see price close below this low. Like this candle close really impulsively. But it depends. For now, this is actually really good. How it's looking. Kind of like a fractal high once again. That's what kind of gave me confidence here. But this will probably be like a partial area, something like that. And final TP should be on the range low because yeah, we're bearish on AUD/USD. So technically, there's see. Is there any? Oh, we're kind of inversing. So this might have been a dangerous spot. But by looking at price, it would probably not matter whatsoever. Like I was looking at those Asian lows here. Maybe this is yeah where RTP is basically exactly on an FVG. So that's why we still need to pay attention to that. And I want to see this get inversed. Like I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't really aware of it on the 1 hour though. But does it really matter? I think seeing momentum here, I don't think it's gonna matter. I think it's gonna get inversed. Maybe we can scale in on the retest of it. So maybe something like this. And we take our full TP on lows and leave partial run towards final, which is here. It depends, right? But we gotta see this get inversed. That's pretty much it. If it doesn't, we're fucked. Play put. But yeah, I was unaware of it, which is kind of my mistake, yeah. But we'll see. Overall, this order block for me looks good. It should hold price lower. And this was our market structure shift, basically. Very similar trade, very similar entry pattern to the one on GJ we had yesterday. But yo, we'll see. We gotta break this one hour inverse. Otherwise, we're out, most likely. But I think it will not matter whatsoever. This 1 hour inverse, 1 hour FVG will not matter. Because just how price behave, I think it's gonna break through it regardless. So yeah, we're just letting it do its thing right now. AUD is going good, bro. I took the entry and in profit. Let's see. Oh, you took the same entry, bro? We gotta see how it behaves to this 1 hour. That's the big thing here. We wanna see get broken through, but I think it's still will be chilling. Like considering where we came off, big rebalance. Nice, bro. We gotta see. Like it's a bit dangerous here, but probably gonna like do something like this, then break, retest, and continue. I don't know if I would have. Would have I taken it if I knew about this 1 hour? I'm not sure. But entry is definitely good though, and the reaction is good lower. This is exactly what you want to see out of your entry. And I kind of knew, bro. Like I knew if I put up my entry here, it's not gonna get tapped. Yeah, it's just experience at this point. Let's see what it do. This main take profit generally here. Final take profit on the lows are at 3. Are at 3R. This is probably gonna be also break even point. We'll see. Let's see how the 1 minute behaves. We're chilling. This is why this area might get retested, but not necessarily inverse here. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go smoke. It should be chilling though, considering the fact that we inverse this. But still, the 1 hour FVG, bullish FVG is a pretty dangerous zone. But why I think is gonna get broken through is because of this candle, this bullish candle here. Buyers getting rejected of that order block, then boom, massive reaction lower. This is a very bearish pattern. But yeah, we'll see. This how is zero doing? Ooh, okay, massive rejection of the high. Zero's been really bearish also. Yeah, we're probably gonna hold this lower in it. Ooh, gee, weak as fuck, bro. God damn. God damn. I kinda expected this high to get taken, but I guess not. I guess not, and I guess we're reaching into this higher time frame draw. On the low, I mean, this one is pretty clear. What kind of gave it away is the big resistance we formed around here. Too many wicks. Let's see on the 4 hour. Yeah, too many wicks. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this, a lot of resistance. Yeah, let's see. When look also AU is looking really good on the 4 hour, and it actually even target this, but I don't know if it's gonna get reached today. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, but for now it's looking good. Again, order block looking pretty good. Most likely gonna retest it and then break, or we just break from now, but kind of unlikely. Even though we have a 50-minute here, I don't think price is gonna come back into it. And this is kind of also a 50-minute VG, so I was kind of aware. I just thought the trade is good, and it doesn't matter because this kind of is a danger zone though. We'll see. Overall, this order block should hold. It just looks too good. And from here, boom, like easy way. This is balanced. We just gotta retest and also hold this low. That's kind of what we're doing. Yeah, we should chill. We should be chilling right here. Maybe still the best way would have been to wait. Like, wait and take my entry now. But I wasn't aware, I guess. But I still think it's chilling. It's chilling time. If it's not, it is what it is, brody. Not good formation we're making. What's it mean? That's kind of what. So yeah, probably gonna continue without reaching into that or the block. 5 minute AVG here. I would be down to scaling. I just don't really see a good opportunity, and I don't. Even if it breaks, I don't know. We gotta. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's probably just gonna break without coming into that order block because of this being the high of the invoice, that low being here. But we should get some momentum on AUDUSD. We should probably hit this like very soon. At least the main TP, which is Asian lows. It's really bearish and higher time frame is really clear. That's why I like this pair. That's why I entered the trade. I don't usually trade AUDUSD, but now it just was too clear. Too clear, to be honest. Already 0.5. It makes sense. We're just gonna let it do its thing. I wanna see break, but I don't know. What is this place in glow? I mean, what the fuck? Where should I really even start? Oh, deliver this. As I said, most likely, even on the 1 minute, um, we have a really good area here that should get retested, which is this from there to here. Otherwise, we need to break lower from it. Otherwise, we're pretty much gonna go bullish. Because again, 1 hour FVG, we didn't wait for the break, which is why the trade is slightly risky. But overall, we should be fine still. Depending on how we behave around this area. Now, for me, this just looks like a sell side being built. You know what I mean? But it depends. I look at the difference on MetaTrader compared to TradingView. This wick here is not non-existent. But we'll see. Where the fuck should we even start? It should be fine though. To be honest, it should be fine, but it depends. Where the fuck did I Let's see react at this point. Like we gotta break below that 1 hour inverse. If we don't, it's pretty much fucked. Like we gotta see price break below, especially this inverse right here. If we do, we're chilling. Otherwise, I'm pretty much down to close the trade. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta see this get inverse. Basically, last chances after we sweep the size. Otherwise, it's over. So my stop loss mentally is around here. I'm not willing to take more than this on the trade. It's just too risky because of that 1 hour gap. So unless it gets broken now, like it's likely not to happen at all. Like above this order block should stay respected. If we break, we're mostly gonna go higher. So that's kind of my stop loss right now. Trade becomes riskier the more we respect that FVG. But other than that, if we keep respecting this area, we will go lower. This is the pivotal price point. Price should start breaking lower from. There is potential for like fill swing also. I'm not sure though. We'll see, but I can say I'm really confident right now on the trade. Price should have broke down at least on the second move here. Otherwise, it's just a bullish trending Asia. Like we should have waited for that to happen first of all. Like disrespect that bullish FVG first, then look for an entry. That's why the trade is risky, and I'm not willing to take more than a 0.3 on this because it's risky. Like now is kind of the last chance to start displacing properly lower. I'm not sure though. But still, I still think we should break lower from here. But it depends. So I was looking at the 50-minute. We do have this gap here, which might hold the price lower. But I'm not sure. Like this, also the 5-minute has a gap. So I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. But overall, the price should definitely keep displacing from here. Not actually sure here. Because technically price might come back into this order, but then inverse it, I don't really, I don't know. Let's see if we keep displacing now, it's kind of perfect. Otherwise, I'm not sure. For now, let's just leave it where it was, like about here. And in the meantime, I'm gonna think about what's the best decision. Because I'm still not sure, right? What's the best decision? Because we do have this, but does that mean that we're expecting this, like this price is gonna inverse? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the best decision is. I think for now we just leave it open. This price is still in 1 hour. The rejection doesn't mean much yet. Since we didn't I mean, this is an inverse, but it's kind of insignificant. It doesn't really mean much. Since the move is slow, we see on the 3-minute the move is really slow higher. So it doesn't really hold like a lot of danger though. So we can leave it open for now. Like if the move would have been impulsive, yes, it would be a good choice to consider closing or going break even or something like that. But the move is not impulsive. It's just a reaction of that FVG. So the reaction doesn't mean it's gonna carry on higher. The reaction just means price is gonna retrace, and we perfectly retested break even. So for now we should be fine. We should start displacing lower, closing below that FVG. Because even on the 3 and on the 5, there's nothing, there's no signs, right? This is just a retracement. That's for now. Regardless of price being in a 1 hour FVG, for now it's just a retracement. So price should definitely still continue lower. That's kind of what I see. And now it's looking like it's doing that. We just perfectly tapped our break even. Now we should start inversing this and just continuing lower. It just was a retracement basically. That's why I kind of struggled. Instead of looking at price here, I was looking at POIs, right? I was trying to make a decision when it's not time to make a decision, basically. Like usually when price is between 0 to 1 hour, you should leave your stop loss open. Like when you want a half risk, when you want to trail, your stop loss is around 1 hour. So maybe like this at 1 hour. But for now, it's not really a good choice, especially since we don't have signs of strength on the bullish part of the range. And the 50-minute looks good here. Looks like it's gonna close bearish and we're gonna continue. But still, slight danger zone that we have, that I would want to see price close below. Now we're still holding this, so I'm not sure. There is no reason to close just yet, like regardless. price is really slowly, really retractive, so we cannot consider closing based on nothing, basically. Regardless of that 50-minute 1 hour AVG that we're currently fighting. There is no reason to close just yet. Depending on how price prints, yeah. We'll consider, but price has plenty of POIs to fight off. He has this 50-minute, which we might come towards. There's this order block. But again, I'm not sure if the thing is, I'm not sure if I want to be in a trade like this. Because of this, basically. That's why I respected it perfectly. I think we should have broke lower. So I'm not sure though. For now, we're gonna leave it like this and see what happens. If now we fail and start printing bearish, that's good. So we wanna see this get broken. Price is really slow once again, like AUDUSD kind of expected when you trade AUDUSD, and then this is usually what happens. But I'm not sure if I wanna be in this trade. Still retractive though, still doesn't mean shit, but I'm not really confident in staying in this trade. I would have been confident if we didn't have that 50-minute or 1 hour. But I'm still not sure. Like, we wicked it perfectly. We didn't close. But I'm still gonna give a bit of time for price to develop. Because now there's no real clear signs that we're going bullish. What's Euro doing? Geo's kinda broke down pretty hard. Euro's chopping around. But this looks like a really strong high here. Oh, we did retest that order block. So I'm still uncertain what we do next. Pretty nice inverse here, okay. But I don't know if I'm confident in leaving this trade run. I wanna see this get inversed. If it gets inversed, that's good. Otherwise, not sure. Really. Not sure really. I don't want to just like fully troll this, but it's hard to decide. I think it's best for us to live it a little bit to see if we start displacing. If we don't, I don't know. 5 minutes still looks like boom, 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 keeps rejecting the level. So we'll see. Like this trade really makes me uncomfortable because of that 1 hour. So this most likely a trade I shouldn't be in, but I don't want to like take my luck off the table, you know what I mean? That's why I want to give it a slight more time, because even though we should have waited for that, maybe price will still displace below it. That's why, like, considering how we keep rejecting our break even, we're gonna let it sit a bit. But yeah, we're leaving it B for now because we are kind of rejecting our break even really well here. So we just wanna let it develop a bit more. Technically, it should break, but yeah, this is real. That 1 hour is making me really comfortable, and I didn't see it before entering the trade. That's the thing. I didn't really plan on trading AUDUSD, so I wasn't aware of it before. I didn't really have a proper analysis for London. I had for New York, basically. I'm not sure yet what I want to do with this trade. For now, it looks retractive, but yeah, I'm gonna let it sit a bit more. Overall, it should technically hold this, but we are kind of painting slow bullish structure. We're gonna let it sit. I don't like this at all. Probably gonna close soon. I'm gonna wait for retest of this. This is my last chance of price because we are in a 50-minute FVG, but I don't think so. Like, most likely I'm gonna close soon. Yeah, probably all. No. Oh, what? What was that? I just don't like it. It was a stupid trade because of this, but I just wasn't aware before entering the trade. That's the problem. It just looks bullish at this point. It looks like an inverse completely. And yeah, it is what it is. Like 0.5 loss, all good. We're still on 3% on the account. This was just a stupid trade because I was looking at price and we got an edge trigger here, a 50-minute edge that triggered price. But what did it trigger? A move towards where internal liquidity because we had this POI. It didn't trigger towards external. It just triggered toward the internal. So yeah, that's pretty much. I think it will not work. Most likely, it's gonna get stopped out. Like yeah, we had a pretty good close, but whatever happens to this trade, I shouldn't have been in the first place. And yeah, that's just it. Like there's not impersonal. Maybe for New York, yes, but for now, I feel like still it's a stupid trade. It might react of this 5 minute, but regardless, it's just a stupid trade. Like for me, it's just stupid, stupid. Regardless, it's stupid because of this. Like if you enter, this was if maybe we would have looked to target something like this. Yeah, it would have been a good trade. But like this is not confluence that we're gonna go lower. No confluence. If we would have invalidated, then look for a re-entry and then look lower, maybe. But like this, I still don't like it. Regardless of price we'll do now. I don't think it's a trade worth bidding in because the edge triggered until this low. We didn't have more confluence of going lower, so regardless of what happens, I'm fine with it. I shouldn't have been in the trade in the first place because it's a bad trade. Even if it's inversing on the 1 minute, yeah. Yeah, my intuition was telling me about this 5 here. But I'm not sure. I still don't, I don't know. I still don't think it's a good trade. Just this is too big of a warning sign of how we respected that FG here. Really high likely. Again, yeah, maybe we just retrace and then still continue lower. But still, for me, it's more likely for this to happen. We slowly come back, then we reverse of this high of New York. Like this, I don't know. I just don't trust it. Like whatever happens, happens. But I just don't trust the trade, and I don't want to be in trades that I don't trust.